In this video, we're going to find missing sides in similar figures. The following pairs of figures are similar. Find the indicated scale factor and use this information to determine the lengths of the missing side. So here's figure A and figure B, and we're told that they're similar, and they're actually set up in the same orientation, so we could see this side corresponds to this one, this corresponds to this, etc. Okay. So some of the sides are missing, but if we can find a scale factor, the relationship from one figure to the next, and the reverse multiplying scale factor, then we can find the missing sides by using the given information. Okay. So first we're asked to find the scale factor from figure A to figure B and complete the sentence below. Okay. So I'm looking at figure A and figure B, and what I notice is we need a pair of corresponding sides. So notice we know this pair of corresponding sides, so we can absolutely use this one. Notice we're actually not given any other pair. So here we know 8.9, we don't know what this is. Here we know 4, but we don't know what that is. This side we know, but we don't know what this is. So we actually need to use that pair of sides to find our scale factor. Okay. So we want the scale factor from figure A to figure B. So we have 10. We want to know what do we multiply 10 by to get 14. Okay. So think back to the broomsticks. If we had a length of 10 and 14, okay, what would we multiply 10 by to get 14? Well, we could think of taking the 10 and then dividing by 10 to get 1, and multiplying that 1 by 14 to get 14. Okay. So this question mark, this scale factor, to get from figure A to figure B, it's not the ratio of side A to side B, it's actually the ratio of B to A. Okay. And notice that 14 over 10 is larger than 1. Figure B is larger, so we'd expect the scale factor to be greater than 1. So all of that is corresponding and makes sense. Okay? So the scale factor, to scale figure A to the size of figure B, we'd multiply the length of each side of figure A by the scale factor of 14/10. And if we simplify this, dividing by 2, we have 7/5. Okay? So figure B is 7/5 as large as figure A. Okay. Now to find the scale factor from figure B to figure A, and then we'll complete the sentence below. Okay. So let's use the same idea. We want to multiply 14 by something to get 10. 14 times some number equals 10. So what could we do to 14 to make it like 10? Well, we would divide or cut it into 14 equal pieces, and then we'd have size 1, and then we'd multiply it by 10 to get 10. Okay. And again, our scale factor is the reciprocal, and that your scale factors will always be the reciprocal. This also makes sense because we can see figure A is smaller than figure B, and to scale it, we'd multiply by a proper fraction, which is less than 1. And that makes sense since it's smaller. We should be taking a fractional part less than 1 of figure B. So, to scale figure B to the size of figure A, multiply the length of each side of figure B by the scale factor of 10/14, which simplifies to 5/7, which is the reciprocal. Now we're going to use this information, so I put our scale factors up here. To scale from figure A to figure B, we'd multiply a side by 7/5, and to go from figure B to figure A, we'd multiply by the scale factor of 5/7. Okay. So here we're asked to use a scale factor to find the length of side A and show your work. First I'm going to locate side A. Okay. So side A corresponds to this side of figure A. Okay. So to scale from figure A to figure B, I want to take the 4 centimeters and I want to multiply it by the scale factor to go from A to B, which is 7/5. So it's 7/5 times larger than 4 centimeters. Multiplying across, I have 28/5 centimeters. Okay, and that's 3 3/5, 5 3/5. Let's just do it on the calculator. 28 divided by 5, because we're going to write it as decimals since we have other decimals here, and we get 5.6 centimeters. Now I'm going to write this value and label it here, and you should always look at the values afterwards and see if they make sense. Okay? So notice this isn't an additive comparison. If I add 4 to 10, I get 14. I don't add 4 to 4 to get this value, but I do notice that 14 is larger than 10, so 5.6 should be larger than 4, which it is, so we use the correct scale factor. Now let's change colors and do the next question. Use a scale factor to find the length of side B. Show your work. Here's side B. The corresponding side in figure B is 11.76 centimeters. So, to go from figure B to figure A, I use the scale factor of 5/7. So I'm going to take 11.76 centimeters times 5/7. I am going to put this in the calculator. 11.76 times, I'm just going to do times 5 divided by 7, and we get 8.4 centimeters. So side B is 8.4 centimeters, and that seems to coincide with the relative size. It's less than 11.76, so I've used the correct scale factor.